Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today, we're going through how you can connect with your customers online, specifically looking at Google Ads. Thank you so much for joining us. I see people are still joining, people coming through. Again, we like to start off. Let us know where you're from, where exactly you're from, where you're joining us from. What do you want to take away today? Awesome. I still see the numbers are still going up. Some people still coming through. Welcome again, especially those that have come through from yesterday when we looked at how you can create your own digital marketing plan, which was awesome as well. So yeah, please do let me know where you're from, where you're joining us from today. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you, especially those who have joined us from yesterday's class where we looked at how to create a digital marketing plan. We're expanding that a bit more today, where we look at how you can connect with your customers online using Google Ads specifically. So where you guys from? Let us know. See a lot of people joining us still. See the numbers are still going up. Welcome. My name is Nelson Kalula. I'm one of the trainers at the Digital Marketing Academy, and this course is brought to you in conjunction with Google Digital Skills for Africa. So glad to be presenting to you guys today. I'm joined by Maria, who's our moderator. She'll be answering any questions that you might have, any queries, any questions, and she'll be sharing all the relevant links that you guys might need for today's session. So again, please let me know where you guys are from, where you're joining us from, Cape Town, Pretoria, even if you're not in South Africa, where you're from. We had some people from Botswana yesterday, which was good. Northwest, Winnie, wow, Northwest. Coyote from Nigeria, from Lagos, Nigeria. Glad to have you, Coyote. Len, welcome. Glad to see you, Len, from Johannesburg. Len from Rubik's, one of my favorite people. Nabuhle, welcome from Johannesburg. Annery from Edinburgh, or Friedenberg rather. Megan from St. Francis Bay, good to see you again. Tanya, Ethel, somebody from yesterday. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. Awesome. I'm just going to wait one more minute for the late stragglers. We are in South Africa, so we're still operating on Africa time. So I'll just wait one more minute for them to come through. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. Faith from Zimbabwe. Wow, welcome, Faith. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Awesome. Just going to wait 30 more seconds before we get started. Claire from Botswana again. Thank you so much, Claire, for joining us. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Just want to wait 10 more seconds and then we're going to move on. Some people are still coming through on their Africa time. Melanie again. Good to see you, Melanie from Seif Alberton, Gauteng. Awesome. So we got a mixed bag today. We've got Botswana, Nigeria. Jennifer again. I'm not sure where Jennifer was from. We've got Botswana again, Zimbabwe. Favorite place, I see St. Francis Bay. So really good to have you guys all join us today. Thank you so much. Let's go on to the agenda for today's class. So again, we're going to look at an introduction to online advertising. So we look at mainly the customer journey, how Google Ads can help you connect to your customers with your business as well, how you can set advertising goals, how you can create a smart campaign. So creating campaigns, even you don't have to be an expert to create these type of smart campaigns. You just need to understand the different goals associated. So if you want to start running paid ads on Google, these are some easy steps I'm going to take you through. You can also understand how to track and measure campaign performance. That's one of the parts I'm going to take you through as well. So if you're looking to set up paid media for yourself, for your personal brand or for your business, we're first going to look at the customer journey. We're going to look at how you can get set up and how you can look at reporting and understanding your performance. Modek from Zimbabwe again. So good numbers, good people coming through. Again, we like to start off with just inviting you to a free bootcamp from Google. It's called the Hustle Academy, where we take small business owners through a week-long training from financing to how to pitch for success and pitch for funding for your business. We teach you the different ins and outs of business finance, digital marketing, all of that as well. So please do sign up for the Google Hustle Academy. We have a link that will be shared in the comment box below. Awesome. Let's look at an introduction to online advertising. So online advertising has been around for a long time. We've had the radio, we've had, different forms of those types of advertising around with us. Now, at a time we started to move online, and businesses, large and small, use these ads to appear on the search engine results page, on web pages, with videos and apps and all of that as well. So needless to say, these ads help you get results, because you do need to be found online where potential customers can see you, particularly those who are looking for info about the products and services that you offer. So that's the whole gist of online advertising. It's been along for a while, but a lot of more smaller and large businesses are looking to invest in these online ads to get themselves out there quickly as well, because that's what paid media does. If you want to get results quickly, you invest in paid media. So yeah, just a quick introduction to online advertising and just some stats as well. So as of December 2019, 525 million internet users were recorded in Africa. We had some interesting stats yesterday that 91% of South Africans had access to mobile phones. So another interesting one today is, as of 2019, 525 million internet users were recorded in Africa. 74% of web traffic was generated via smartphones, but only 24% of web traffic was via PC devices. And out of those users, 208 search for businesses, products and services shopping online. So that's really, really interesting. 208 million people search for businesses, products and services and shopping online as well. So that shows you the importance of getting your business online and investing in paid media. Even if you're a small business, even if you're just investing or investing in yourself and growing your personal brand, these are some really good statistics to look at as to why you need to invest in paid media. All right, let's look at how you're currently connecting with your customers online. I like to always ask an open-ended question as I go through the class, because I'd like to get the engagement, to make sure people are hearing me and hearing what I'm saying and have questions and are interested. So I always like to start off. So how are you currently connecting with your customers online? Do you use what sort of mediums do you use? Facebook ads, Google ads? Yesterday we had questions on how do you connect with them? What forms of social media do you use? But here we are. How do you currently connect with your customers online? And yeah, those who are running paid media right now, do you invest in paid media? Do you do it on Facebook mostly? How do you currently connect with your customers online? Social media ads and brand website ads from Lynn. Awesome. Lynn runs her own agency, so whoever's looking to get into that space. So yeah, awesome. Social media ads and brand website ads. Also, I want to see a lot of people that have invested in paid media or will invest in paid media after today and get themselves out there, which I'm sure we're going to get after this session. So again, how are you currently connecting with your customers online? Before we move on to the next section. And we're just going to look at the whole customer journey, the process, and just look at that from an overview as well. So just a question, I'm going to leave it open for just a few more seconds, and then we're going to move on to the next section. So Claire mentions that she uses Google My Business, so that's focusing on local SEO. And she's got social media, website, paid advertising with Facebook ads and Google ads. So she invests in a whole lot to get her business and herself out there. So that's really good. Thank you, Claire, for that. Exactly, Melanie. That's why we're here. Exactly. Awesome. St. Francis, Seif. I'm just going to get your name. Megan from Seif St. Francis. She uses Facebook email. Just started with flow management. We'll be getting our profile out there. Awesome. Thank you so much for your input, Megan from Seif St. Francis. Awesome. Let's move on to the overview of your customer's journey. So as mentioned today, customers, or today's consumer rather, is deeply connected to the internet. It's not as simple, it's not a linear process or a linear connection. And there are many reasons people go online, and many ways to find access to information online, and many devices like phones, speakers, tablets, laptops, computers, all of that. And all this results in a very, very complex customer journey. So here's an example of a customer journey. So imagine turning on your laptop and you realize that your screen is not switching on. So your first action might be, I can fix this. Your laptop phone is not, your laptop screen is not working. Now, what do you need to do? You need to fix this issue. So you get your phone in hand, you open up a Google search, you start searching for how to fix laptops. If you own an appliance store or a repair service, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't that be great to appear for that service, or when people are searching for that and you actually offer that service, wouldn't it be great to appear on Google for that? So if you find a promising insight about laptop repairs in Google results, you might visit that website to read more. But as you read this great article, you realize that you don't actually know what are the technical terms that are mentioned. So you go onto YouTube and find a video on how to repair it yourself. Maybe you can see, a picture of what things look like. You have a better understanding of how to fix the issue that you have, because after all, an image and a video tells 1,000 words. And then as you review that information online, you learn more than you ever intended about repairing laptops and screens, and you realize that you don't have the tools required or the expertise. And the idea of fixing your screen now sounds less interesting and more of a challenging and a daunting task. So the second plan that you look at, you go back and search, and you look for a local shop around you, look for a local person who can do, who can fix, and who can, go through that service. You book an appointment, and then 1 hour later, you're in the shop and someone is fixing your laptop. So again, the process of someone finding out about you, or about your service, or about who you or are you a real estate agent, are you a digital marketing agency owner, are you in do you sell products, do you sell appliances? The whole process is not as linear as we thought it was, because issues can arise at any time. You can drop your phone in water. The old rice technique doesn't always work. You can, again, with this example we had here, we've got a broken laptop screen. Your TV can fall down. So a lot of things happen on different days, and it's not that same. Okay, this is the process. It goes 3 years, goes 3 years. People go onto Google, they search how to fix your laptop, and if you can't do it, it's too complex. Then you go on to search, and then that's where you come in with your Google ad or your paid media ad, which appears at the top or appears just below that first search that the person makes. And that's where you slot in, with your targeted keywords, with your targeted service options, and someone will click onto your listing and say, okay, this person is where I should go if I want to learn more about how to sell my house, or learn more about buying my own place, or buying my own flat, or fixing my laptop, or fixing my phone that I just dropped into water. So that's where you come in as a business, as a person, as a service, to offer that, because again, the journey is not as straightforward as we used to have it before. It's very, very complex, as you can see on the screen. That's why I'm still leaving it on a bit longer. Let me just change the layout. Awesome. As you can see, the issue arises, people search, go into YouTube. It's not as simple as it used to be. Awesome. I just wanted to spend some more time on that so you could see that. All right, let's move on to the next section. So one common thread you may have noticed in the consumer journey on every device is search, and it's where many of the customer journeys start online. Google Search provides an opportunity to meet customers when they're actively looking for you. So they have intent to find you and to find your service. So that's where most of that comes in. And as business owners, and therefore typically website owners as well. So if you have your own website or you have a business, you need to make sure that your site is a viable destination for every relevant search that someone makes. So again, I am joined by a lot of real estate agents. I'm always going to target them today. Is if you have your own website, you still need to make sure that it's a viable destination for people who are looking for your services. It's all good and well to set up your website and not have any keywords and all of that. Rank organically. You might rank for keywords that you don't want to. So in order to get to that position, you optimize or you invest in paid media so that you can actually be found for those keywords and become a viable option. And by viable, I mean useful. For example, if a user search query is, why is my laptop screen black? Your website could appear in the search results for this if you answer that if you have that answer on your web page. So you can actually rank for issues that someone might have, and that could influence whether or not they make the sale or the purchase with you. And if you sell a replacement unit, or offer repairs or offer services, that's even better. You can even target those keywords when you're setting that up. We're going to break down keywords a bit more as we go along. Again, you need to look at, does your website help them? And if not, consider content strategy that fills the content gaps or makes your site more compelling and useful to your potential client. The more relevant your website is to the search queries, the more opportunities you have to appear in search results, and the more effective your paid ads are. So just I wanted to break down the journey that people have nowadays. It's not as straightforward. And then I also wanted to break down, how the search happens, what is the common thread, and what are the keywords you need to be targeting as a business, as a person, or as someone who offers a good service to people around your local area or around South Africa, Cape Town, wherever people from. Botswana, I see as well. See some people joining us. Thank you, William Rose, Hirut, Kosinati. Good to see you guys as well. All right. So managing your business already is a full-time job, but advertising your business online does not have to be. And that's where Google Ads comes in. Google Ads presents an effective solution that is easy to manage so that you can get back on focusing on the daily task of running your business or running your website, running your side hustle, whatever you have going on for you right now. Because search is a strong indicator of intent. So when you want to find something or you want to find more information, you search for it. When you're looking for something, you use the search bar on Google. And even if you want to visit a website, you're still going to the search bar and type in the website's name. So it all happens in the search. And that's where you get found, for all the relevant services that you offer. So that's just still banging on about the importance of search and getting into that and getting your ads up and running. All right. Why advertise on Google search? Again, nowadays we don't just use search with our fingers, we also do voice search as well. So that's also what's been on the rise in digital marketing. So again, that's some of the reasons why people advertise, or why we are going to start advertising. Everyone that's joined us here today is going to start advertising on Google. Let's look at an example of Tsepo Jeans. So Tsepo Jeans is one of the biggest success stories coming out of the South African SME space. This is a homegrown denim brand that's making waves both locally and internationally. And in October 2019, the brand made news headlines far and wide as the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, actually visited South Africa and purchased a pair of Tsepo jeans herself as well. So, and more recently, the brand was also featured in American Vogue and was dubbed South Africa's coolest denim line. So let's look at a bit of why and what this translates into and what this traction actually translates to. So what this traction actually translates to is Google search. And the graph that's displayed right now is taken from Google Trends and shows the associated spikes seen when Meghan Markle actually bought the jeans and when Vogue actually featured the brand. And you see, as human beings, we're actually inquisitive by nature. So who is Tsepo Jeans? What is the story behind them, and how do you buy a pair? And that's, different ways that you can actually build traction and interest for your brand is getting yourself out there, getting featured in news magazines, getting featured different publications, and that actually translates into search because people actually want to find more about you. So again, that all ties into building yourself up. So you invest in paid media, but if you're also in these other platforms that can get your business up, get yourself out there, it all comes back to search because people will come back and eventually search for you. Who are you? What are the services that you offer? Why are you famous, or why are you in this magazine? Why are you in this publication? Oh, okay, they actually know what they're talking about in terms of selling houses. Okay, maybe this is the person I need to come to, because they can actually see your ad, they can see your website, and that's how you can build that traction and that growth for your business as well. So just some examples just to show you that it all comes back to search, because that's where you get mostly found for the business and services that you offer. So there's some cool examples to show you why you need to get invested and how it all ties in. So importantly for Tsepo Jeans, the example that we had, the search behavior provides an opportunity to convert the intent and the interest into actual business, which at the end of the day is actually what we're talking about. And whenever someone searches for Tsepo Jeans specifically, or whenever someone's looking for jeans in general, these are Google search opportunities for the brand. So they've built their traction, they've built their interest. Now that's translating into Google searches that they can capitalize on and get into that using paid media or organic traffic as well. Again, this is how they convert the intent into business. They set up the Google ads. Either they set up the normal Google ads right there, as you can see on the screen. I don't know if you can see it. Awesome, it's nice and big. And then they set up their shopping ads as well. Or Tsepo Jeans can then look at building up their normal ads. So you can see how they set that up and how you can actually be found. And that's an example of an ad being listed on the search platform. So someone's searching for something at the top, and that's where you pitch up right there around that area, right over there. So let's look at some advantages of online advertising. So online advertising is ideal for businesses large and small, and in no small part because it can be held accountable. You can see the data, you can see the insights, you can see its value to your business because it can be tracked and measured. So that's one of the good things about online advertising and Google Ads as well. Online advertising doesn't need much of a sales pitch because the proof is in the results. If the campaign is not effective, there's no sugarcoating. You need to change words, you need to change text, you need to change images. The ad will tell you itself whether or not it's successful, where you can see the results every day. How many calls did I get in? How many people visited my site? If you set up goals as people signing up to your form, so you can get them through an email process, how many people sign up on that email? You can actually quantify that with Google Ads and actually see exactly what those numbers are. And when an advertising campaign is really effective, you can see it in the reports, what actions happened, and how you can also measure and quantify that. Another big advantage is you can control the budget. With Google Ads, apparently, especially with Facebook, sometimes when you when you forget, I've also been in that situation where you just set the budget for 200 Rand and you forget to say lifetime. And sometimes it does it daily. And then one time I set up the ads and I said, instead of lifetime budget, I said daily. And then, by the end of the week, it was taken off like 1,000 Rand. And I was like, oh no, I needed to check this. So there are some mistakes that you can make on other platforms, but with Google, you can set the budget directly as what you want the budget to be. And then it will set out itself to spend that, a quantifiable amount that will not go over budget. So that's a good advantage of Google Ads. And here are some of the ways that the insights can also be used. So you can look at how you can identify market trends with the insights that you get from Google Ads. You can also look at user experience to better understand their path to purchase or their path to sign up, their path, what is their customer journey with your website. You can also identify what content users like. So there you can look at what is the content that is most reaching out to them in terms of how you set up your ads, which ad is doing the best, what words do you need to change, what are your competitors doing, can I change that, can I improve mine, all of that. And you can also leverage the insights to shape your overall digital strategy as well. So that's some good insights from ads. There's a link there that we can give you as well that you can read a bit more about. Let me just see if I can share that link with you. And then we're going to move on to the next section. Awesome. So please do read a bit more about that. That'll give you some more information on that point. So this is how ads basically work on Google search. So it all starts with the question, the need, or the desire. Most people start searching online by just typing in the query, and then Google's organic algorithm will work and create the search engine results page that presents you the most relevant websites. At the same time, but separately, the Google Ads algorithm also runs as well, where you come in when you're bidding for the keywords to show up, for that person's search and for that person's query. So it happens in both ways. Either the organic comes through, and then while the organic is coming through, your ads algorithm is also coming through, and you'll be on top of that search. So basically, that's in a nutshell, how ads work on Google search. So if you didn't know, now you know. It's a very, very simple and good process. All right, that's where they appear. We had an example before, but just again to show you by technical space, that's where the shopping ads work, which are right at the top. You make your search, that's where the shopping ads come through, and that's where the text ads come through. And that's where you guys are mostly. When you set up your text ad, it usually comes over there, which is over the organic search. And then you've got the featured snippet, or either, some sort of schema that someone's done that's helped them to rank really, really high on the top right. That's where they pitch up, but you mainly operate in the text ad space and the shopping ad space at the top. Awesome. Ads also appear on if you use Google Display Network, they also appear on partner websites, so you can also get that set up for yourself. If you're looking to get on in the AdSense space, or looking to get on some relevant websites that are relevant to your service, your industry, you can also set up display ads there. And they usually move around the realm of text, image, and video ads, so you can get that set up as well. And you've also got the key features. So you pay for results, there's no startup fee, there's no cancellation fee, and you have no contract as well. So that's a really, really good thing about Google Ads that I just wanted to share with you as well. So that's just a quick nutshell of why people search, what there's always intent based. Where do you fit in when you do start running your paid media ads? Where do you fit in? Where does it show up? If you didn't know, it shows up right before organic search, right in that path. I know, some people have made searches their whole life but didn't really see, okay, that's actually an ad. And why did you click on number one? Because it showed number one and that was at the top and it was the most relevant to someone's query. So I just wanted to break that down with you. So we looked at introduction, we looked at the customer journey, that it's not the same as it used to be. Things happen in people's lives. They don't know how it happened, or, they're looking to improve their lives, or they're looking to, purchase a home. How do the searches happen? It's not the same conventional way as it used to be. And that's where you come in, to target that and to get that traffic and to capitalize, on that by understanding the customer journey, understanding your keywords, why you need to be on Google Ads and getting that traffic as well. So we're going to break that down a bit more. But before that, I just want to let you leave the floor open if you guys have any questions before we move on to the next section where we're going to prepare to set up our own Google Ads. I want to leave you guys in the best possible position today so that when we're done with this class, you go directly and start up your Google Ads as well. So just before we move on to that, do you guys have any questions before we move on to the next section where we're going to look at how you can prepare to set up your Google Ads? Any questions so far? If not, I'm just going to leave it open for 1 minute and then we're going to move on to the next section. Awesome. Nkosinati is still good. Nkosinati Lusiba. William Rose is still fine. Melanie, who is here to join and wanted to learn more about Google Ads. Are you still good, Melanie? Len, always glad to see you here. Jennifer, you still good. Claire, Faith as well from Zimbabwe. I'm sure she's still fine. Awesome. Let us know if you have any questions before we move on to the next section where we actually break down and how and prepare to get set up on Google Ads. Okay, Melanie's fine. Sorry for putting you on the spot. So everyone's good. Okay, looks like everyone's good and they understand. I wasn't talking too fast. Awesome. Let's move on to setting up your own Google Ads. So in this section, we're going to look at introducing different campaign types, and we'll help you choose a campaign based on your business goals by focusing on what your desired outcomes are of each strategy, or why are you in paid media? Do you want to get yourself out there? Do you want to build brand awareness? Do you want to get people to your website? Do you want to get them to a specific landing page? What is your objective? We're also going to look at the Google Ads interface and help you along. And if you have any questions, I'm still here to answer any of them as well. Awesome. Again, I always like, before I run into every session, I always like to ask an open-ended question. So I'm just going to ask, what are your business goals? And it'd be good just to see, not everyone is on Google Ads for the same reason. It all relies on your business goals. And we did break that down yesterday, where we looked at the different business goals and how it aligns with online objectives. So if your goal was to get more people through the door, then your online objective was to build brand awareness. So yeah, let me know, what are your business goals? And it'd be good to discuss that before we break it down a bit more. So again, some business goals can include getting more people through the door, getting more signups, getting more, leads, getting more meetings, getting more bookings. That could be a business goal. Brand awareness and leads from Lynn. And she does use paid media and Facebook as well. And Lynn, what has your experience been from using Google Ads to get those outcomes for your business? Again, the open-ended question is, what are your business goals? Increasing traffic to website, brand awareness, more customers. Nobuhle. Tanya Brits wants to have dominion in your area. Tanya, I hope you do have a Google My Business account, please. Steve Edenville is brand awareness. Awesome. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn says Google Ads has definitely helped her a lot and traffic is already increasing. So awesome. Thank you so much, Lynn, for your insight on that. Lynn knows I like to go to her for some good answers. Steve Admin, that's from St. Francis Bay, that's Megan. So she wants to build a client base and brand awareness, which will enlarge stock on books. Yes. I hope you do have a Google My Business account as well, Megan. Faith, brand. So I see a lot of brand awareness on here as well, so, which is good. Awesome. Some really good business goals coming through. Steve Edenville, increase traffic. Yes, tell people where you're from. Exactly, Steve Edenvale. I'm not sure the name this is yet, but yeah, exactly. Awesome. Let's look at business goals and how you can get that sorted. So the first step is to clarify your goals. Ask yourself, why are you doing this? Why are you promoting your online presence? What outcome do you want to see as a result of your campaigns? You might say you want to make more money, you want to sell more products, find new clients, grow the business online, hire more people, get donations as well. And these are all legitimate goals, but they lack it lacks specifics. So let's look at ways that you can make a goal stronger. And again, my favorite part of making goals stronger is, again, I know some people might know this, especially if you joined us yesterday, is making them smart. So again, smart goals, making it specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. So give it a time frame, and that's the best way that you're going to make a goal. You're going to make a really good goal. So some of your online, your business objectives could be to increase, like Face says, to increase client base. But if you're to look at, how can I make my goal smart? I've got my goal and increase my client base, but how do I make it smart? And how does that resonate in my paid media and in my setup of Google Ads? So Faith will say, I want to increase, let me just put it on there. Faith will say, I want to increase my client base, but the way that you can make it smart is I want to increase my client base by 30% I want to increase my client base by December by 30%. Um, and I want to get at least enough. Let's make another example of that. Or you want to increase your client base to 500 people by June next year. So she's given a time, she's given a number, she's given a date ending, and she knows that it's attainable and she knows that it's relevant to her business. So you don't want to do something that's not relevant to your business. So again, if you look at your goals and it's maybe just one sentence, 3 words, 4 lines, best way to get it into a good coherent sentence, give it is to make it smart, give it some structure, give it a specific, what is the specific goal? Okay, I want to build a client base, JPP says, or Juliet from Zimbabwe says she wants to build a client base. Okay, that's a specific goal. How are you going to measure that? You want to build your client base to 50 people by the end of the year. So that's a good way to build that goal and make it smart. So you can actually give yourself a time and keep yourself motivated to get to that goal. So yes, you can run paid media ads, but you need to know what is the number. How can you quantify success for you? You can spend, with paid media, you can spend 500 Rand, 1,000 Rand, all of that. But if you're not getting your SMART goal, if you're not getting your goals, that are related to your business sorted, then you will have wasted money, especially if you outsource this and you tell the person, hey, just take 1,000 Rand. I don't care what you do with it. You can't not you can't not care what the person does with your money. You need to know, okay, my goal is to, build my client base. My goal is to increase brand awareness. So what does that look like? So brand awareness is to get more people to your website. So you want to get 10,000 new people to your website by spending 1,000 Rand by the end of the year. So that's a brand awareness goal. You've given it a number. You said where you need the traffic to go to your website. Why? Because you need to build brand awareness. So that's a good way to take your goals, make it smart, give it specifics, make it measurable, make sure it's attainable. You can actually attain it. That's within your bounds. Make sure it's relevant and give it a time. So that's how you can make the goals that you've just shared with us right now and shared with the other people that have joined us. That's how you can make it actually smart and make it relevant to your business and to your paid media objectives as well. So that's really good. Lynn says she wants to build an email list with 1,000 signups. So that's a really good smart goal coming through from Lynn as well. All right, there she's given us the end. She knows. So that's the main objectives: build an email list with 1,000 signups. And then at the ending, by end of Q2, there we go. So she's made her goals smart. Awesome. Thank you guys for sharing your business goals and objectives. I know some people were shy today, but yeah, next time they will share with us. So again, what are smart campaigns? So smart campaigns help small businesses, or people looking to advertise on Google, do it simply and not, go through that whole process of the regular Google ads where you have to go through all of that process, setting up all of that. But smart campaigns actually help you build that out with AI and help you set that up really, really well. And again, smart campaigns can be set up in, just few easy steps, and they run straight away. So yeah, that's my goal, is to just show you the setting up of smart campaigns easily, so that you can go up and start managing that yourself, or if you're looking to outsource that to a digital agency. So the first and most obvious step of creating a smart campaign is to get a Google Ads account. And then after you register your account, create your profile, you need to verify your business, and you can do this by contacting us. We can also verify your business. If you reach out to me by my email, we can verify your business on Google My Business, or you can verify your Google or your business on Google directly. So reach out to me via my email. I'm just dropping that in the comment box. If your business is not verified just as yet, if you set up your Google My Business or anything like that from Google and it's not verified, reach out to me. We can help you with verification straight away. So I'll drop my email address. Please reach out to me for that. Any verification you might need, we can sort that out for you. Awesome. Let's move on to the next step. So you're going to complete your verification. Then you can start either promoting goods and services, promote information, advisory or educational content, or you can promote content related to your industry straight away. Okay, awesome. Before we move on to setting up a smart campaign, again, any questions? Everyone's still good? We're going to look at setting up the smart campaign right now. So any questions so far? Otherwise, I think everyone's still fine. I think everyone's going through it, understanding what needs to be done. Yeah, again, if you need any verification, my email is on comment box, and I'm just showing it to you again on the screen. Any verification you might need related to Google, get it up to my side and we can sort that out with you. Or you can also reach out to Maria at shift1.co.today and she will sort that out for you as well. So any of those two, reach out to us and we can verify, anything that you might need. Awesome. I don't see any questions coming through. I think everyone's good. Great. We're almost at the last stretch, guys. Almost there. All right, let's go through setting up your smart campaign. So again, once you've clicked on Start Now and created your account, you find this page. Over here, it's really important to state what your business's main advertising goal is. Again, before we start anything, again, we like to make goals. What is your business goals? And then we make it smart. And then from there, you can actually work to understand what your business goal is. Of course, depending on your business, you'd have different goals. If you're an online retailer or you're a lead generation business, you'd mostly click on option 2, shown in the examples, to get more leads. Or if you're looking to get more calls, you can also set up the ad for that. If you're looking to get more people to your website, all of those options are available to you. Again, once you've clicked on Start Now, look at that. Look at how it looks on the screen. Let me just make the screen bigger. Okay, you can see anyway. So that's how it looks right there. You just click on your business goal. You click on the goal that you have. You go through that. All right, once you stated the business goal, you'll be asked to input your business name, website, all of that. Just make sure all of that's verified. Where would you like to show your ads? Very important as well. You're going to enter your locations. So you don't want to, if you're not advertising for whole of Cape Town, you don't want to waste your money. You want to focus on a certain area. You're going to put in Durbanville. You're going to put in Edenville. You're going to put in Middelburg. You're going to put in, wherever you guys are from, because I see a lot of people want to target local areas, especially I think the CIF real estate agents and all that have joined us here. So thank you guys for joining us again. So I'm targeting you guys again. So you want to target areas in the location. You don't target the whole of Cape Town. So if your area is Middelburg, if your area is waterfront, or if your area is, you're very lucky if your area is waterfront. If your area is Sea Point, again, you want to target just that area. You don't want to deviate and You know, when the amount or money leaks outside of ads, we call that leakage. You don't want any sort of leakage. You want to focus on a specific area because you don't want to, you know, expand too much. So again, you can actually choose the locations. And then the example we have, they've selected the whole of South Africa, an example there, but you can target areas. You can focus on the target areas that you have for your business. So that's a really, really good thing with paid media. Then you're going to look, this step is really critical. You're going to look at setting up your keywords, and then think of these as potential searches that will trigger your ad. So if I can give an example, property in Edenvale could be a keyword that you want to rank for, or real estate agents in Edenvale, real estate agents in Johannesburg, real estate agents in if you want to target Cape Town, real estate agents in Cape Town, real estate agents in Paarl, real estate agents in Stellenbosch, digital agency in Cape Town, digital agency in South Africa. If you're in the service space or if you're in the business space, you know, technical or technology products in South Africa, digital products in South Africa. These are keywords that you can use to target, you know, potential searches and potential clients as you go along. And you can use a mix of them as well. You can use your brand name, variations of your brand name. You can build that up. And the top tip here as well is to make sure that the keywords are not broad enough. They're not so broad. So you're not going to use a keyword. If you're a pizza place, you're not going to use a keyword pizza because, you know, people are searching for pizza in many different ways. There's not much intent right there. But if someone were to search pizza place in Cape Town, pizza restaurant in Boksburg, pizza restaurant in Pretoria, now we're talking. We're not just going to say pizza because it's too wide, it's too informational. You know, it doesn't have any intent behind it. It's not a transactional keyword, or transactional query. So you want to focus on those two, either transactional queries or navigational, because it's related to your business or it's related to someone actually making a purchase. And again, in the example, if you see the screen properly in the example, we've used a website building company, and they've used terms like creating a website, web design, how to make a website. So they're targeting, you know, the different questions that people might have had. So I have set examples now. So if you're in the property space, I have set examples if you're in the digital agency space, or if you're in the, you know, digital product space as well. So there's many ways, you know, many keywords that you can use, but make sure it's related to you and make sure you're targeting. Exactly. Edenvale. There we go. So something like sell my house in Edenvale is definitely one of the target keywords that you can use. I see a question coming in. What we suggest keywords for international businesses like digital media? I would say maybe a digital agency in Africa, SaaS marketing in Africa, market my business in Africa, advertise in Africa. Some, you know, keywords like that for me could be, you know, related to what you want to focus on, Lynn. Again, it all relates to putting yourself in the head of your potential client and what is their journey. Again, we looked at before, the journey can come from anywhere. You know, you're sitting with your wife at a table, or you're sitting in a business meeting. Hey, we want to start expanding in Africa. So we want to make our digital footprint, you know, viable in Africa. How can we get there? You set it off to one of your assistants. Now they need to find digital agencies in Africa. All right. How are they going to do that? Type in where exactly in Africa you want to focus on. I want to focus on in South Africa. Digital agency, South Africa. Digital marketing agency in South Africa. They're just marketing my business to Africa. Those are some of the keywords that they're going to use to get to you and to get to your business. And that's the process. It's not your typical regular search. You know, these things happen at any given time. Or, you know, you and your wife are sitting at the table and you're like, okay, we're reaching retirement. I want to go to a coastal town. I want to start living there. What are the different properties I can find? All right, properties in Edenvale. I need to actually obviously look for a real estate agent. What am I going to search for? Real estate agents in Edenvale, real estate agents in St. Francis Bay, because I want to, you know, live my life there. I want to go through my retirement. I want to end my life there. So who are the real estate agents in St. Francis Bay? Who are the real estate agents in Zimbabwe? Because I'm looking to get property there. So these are the type of searches. It comes from the dinner table. It comes from the clout that you have, the business that you have. Say you've got yourself out there in the newspapers. People are searching for you. What do you offer? They make the Google search and they find you. So these things are not happening in a structured way anymore because You know, the world has changed. It's not happening in your normal way where someone signs up on a form. I am looking for this. No, it's people are making the Google search, they're finding the ad, they're clicking on the website, and they're going straight to you. It's not your typical regular way of finding businesses anymore in like a yellow pages. Those days are over. Awesome. So yeah, that's how you can get started with that. You're setting up your keyword themes. And again, with this, you also need to set up negative keywords. So keywords you don't want to rank for. An example could be cheap. In our negative keywords, we always have words like cheap, affordable, because most of our clients, aren't really cheap or affordable. They're looking for really high-paying, high-ticket clients. So we remove words like cheap, affordable, and all of that. So again, there are words you don't want to be associated with. You also don't want to be associated with your competition. So a good thing as well for especially the real estate agents is to put Rawson in your companies like Rawson. I don't know what the green one is again. I think the green one is something else. I forgot the name. But you don't want your competitors, ranking for the same searches that you're looking for. Otherwise, you're competing with them directly. So yeah, those are some. Also set up your negative keywords so that you don't rank for that as well. Awesome. So that was just a quick overview of keywords and how you can get that set up. Next, you're going to have to create your copy. So the best thing for me, advice that I have for you is to look at what's happening right now. So you make the same search that you're looking to rank for and see what copy that's being used. They're like, okay, that's how they write it. They have their phone in there. Okay, they've got the email, all of that. And you structure yours similar to that. Or you can look at examples online. There's lots of examples, especially you can actually type in how to market my property company using Google Ads. They will give there are companies or there are blogs and web posts that actually give you a direct breakdown of what keywords to use, how to structure your copy, how to structure your ads. Or you can reach out to a digital agency like us and we can get that set up for you. So there's many ways that you can get that sorted. And then you're going to set your budget again. It never deviates outside of the budget that you set. So that's a really good. If your intent is to only spend 3,000 Rand for the month, it will only spend 3,000 Rand and won't go over. So you can rest assured the AI always knows and is knowledgeable about not going over the budget. So yeah, it's a really good part of that. And then you can also review your settings. So you can review what you set up, how you set it up, and the estimated performance you're looking at from your ad as well. You can also track your verified calls. So how many calls have you had? You can add your phone number and add a link to your Google My Business account. So what has been the interaction there as people called you from your Google My Business ad? Have they asked for directions? Have you increased your search? And all of that as well. Annery, I'm sorry about that. Can you see the screen now? It says it's a bit out of focus. I hope it is showing now. But yeah, you're able to track all of that in your Google Ads section as well. Next, you can also look at adding payment information. That's quite obvious. You need to pay for it. So you can add in your payment information at the end and get that set up. And then there you go. Your campaign is done. Your smart campaign is set up and it will start running as soon as possible in the time slot that you've made it. So now you don't want to run your ads on the weekend or you don't want to run your ads before 7 a.m. Then yeah, you can actually give yourself time, or you want your ads to cut off at 8 p.m. You know, obviously because you're not open at that time. I'm not sure why it's out of focus. Let's see. But yeah, that's the only way I can display it. Not sure why it's out of focus, but yeah, that's the only way I can display it right now. Sorry about that, Annery. But yeah, that's a good way to set up your smart campaign, and then there you go. It's set up, it's ready to go, and you can start seeing results, almost by the next day. Depending on how well you've optimized and you've set up your account. So that's a really good part of Google Screens and Google Smart Campaign. And then you can also track your performance of your ads as well through that, and looking at, how is your ad look, what's been the performance for a week, or over the month that you've set it up, what's been the results, what have people been doing, what have they been saying, what are my results, they match up with my business goals, my smart goals that I've set up, what are the results of that, and what can I do going forward to make it better. You can also get help from us, so we can also get the setup for you and give you a really good head start. So with here, Google can actually give you a 900 Rand coupon code with that as well. So do reach out to us for that coupon code to get that out and get your ads up and running. Again, I see any questions so far. I do see that saying the screen is too small. I'm not sure how else to share it. So sorry about that. I'm not sure why it's not displaying. It could be the quality of the images. But yeah, that's not sure why it's not displaying well. So my apologies to Annery and William. But awesome. Any other questions before we wrap up? Any questions you'd like me to cover related to setting up your ads, related to keywords, related to the business goals? Any questions you might have so far? I'm just going to wait one more minute and then we can move on to the next steps and conclude the session. So any questions that you might have so far, do let me know before we move on to closing. Awesome. I think people are still fine. Everyone's still good. Okay, I think everyone's still good. It's a good session. Good to take you through Google Ads and setting that up. No questions so far. Everyone's still good. Awesome. What are your next steps? So please go on to the Learn with Google Digital Skills for some more free classes. You can also chat out to us as well with the links that Maria is going to share right now in the comment box. You can also reach out to us with that. And again, we've got the free bootcamp for small business owners who are looking to get started on that. It's free. It's a week. We take you through everything from finance, understanding your revenue, getting into digital marketing. We'll give you a full breakdown of digital marketing, every single platform, if it's relevant to you. And then we also give you an overview of how you can secure funding and how you can pitch for success as well. You can pitch for more funding, the different types of funding you can acquire for your business. So really, really good. You get to sign up for that and to get into that as well. And you can also follow us on all forms of social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're on those platforms and you can follow us. And again, thank you guys so much for joining us in today's session. There weren't many questions coming through. I like answering questions, but yeah, really, really good session. Again, we've got the certification link. Please do sign up on that certification link. Then we can send you your certificates to thank you for joining us in today's session. I really, really do appreciate it. And I hope to hear again from you guys soon. If you have signed up on the sheets and you've given me access to send you some more communication, I will be sending you, whenever we have classes, we'll be sending you relevant information for you to sign up as well. So again, please do sign up for that. And again, please do sign up on your certificate to get them as well, just as a thank you for joining us in the sessions that we have. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next sessions. Awesome. Bye-bye.